Okay, so finally, last meal of the day, fifth meal, meal number 5. Let's recap a little bit. Now, so going into the day, I knew for my low carb day that my macros were gonna be 125 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat, and 275 grams of protein. First starting out, what I'd actually do is calculate that out and spread it out between 5 to 6 meals and then split that up evenly, and then try to actually make each meal about that amount. So I've added all these up for the 4 meals, okay? And so then now I figured out what I need, and from what I remember, I added it up probably about half an hour ago, but I need about 57 grams of protein. Let's see, 57 grams of protein. Fat, I want to say, was 14, was it? No, carbs was 14, and fat was like 10 or something like that. But anyways, I figured it out to where for my carb source, late at night, and I already cooked this up, I like to have a full bag of the vegetables, which a lot of you guys know I was doing all vegetables for a little while, but now I kind of just switch back to when I do all vegetables, it's going to be at night. The reason being is I'm getting a lot of food, but I'm not getting a whole lot of carbs. So as you can see, 4 grams, and this bag contains 4 servings. So I'm getting 16 grams of carbs. Now I said I need 14, but it's okay to go just a little over or be a little under. You can't be perfect every day. So I'm gonna get 16 grams of carbs for that. So I also need my fats, which the thing is, a lot of my fat sources like almonds and avocado contain a lot of, well, not a lot, but they contain some carbs as well. So I would go over even more. So what I do when I need some fat without the carbs is olive oil. And this is perfect when you just need the fat without the carbs. So as you can see, and this serving size is 1 tablespoon. So I'm actually just going to be taking a third of that. But 14 grams of fat, and that's it. And it has only 2 grams of saturated fat. The rest comes from poly and mono unsaturated fats. So boom, perfect. Now I'll actually go ahead and show you guys, you know, what I would do, because since I don't remember the exact numbers, I'll actually go ahead and calculate as I would. So to find out my fats, I'm just going to obviously add up the 4 meals, and that's why it's important to have the macros down. And I also want to tell you guys real quick, I saw a lot of comments. You guys can use apps for this to make it easier if it's easier for you. Just for some reason, it's easier, and I feel like I can be more accurate writing it down. But if you guys want to use apps out there like Fit Day and things like that, then go right ahead. It's whatever works for you. But so I'm adding up the fats right now, and okay, so I have 62 grams of fat so far, and I know I need 75. So I'm just gonna minus 75 here to get what I need, and obviously disregard the negative, but I need 13. So I know my chicken has 6, so that leaves me with 7 left. So to get about 7, now this is gonna be actually about 5. Once again, you know, it's okay, I'm over a little bit on the carbs, I'll be under a little bit on the fat, but just as long as you're in the ballpark, that's what you're going for, because you can't be perfect every day. It's just not gonna happen. Don't stress over that. So I'll be a little off, but I'm gonna have 1 teaspoon of this. So that'll get me within 2 grams of my fat intake. And then what's left, since we discussed the carbs and the fats, is I will calculate the protein. So I'm just adding up what I have so far. Plus 70. So I'm at 218, so I'll subtract what my needs are for the day, and that's 275. So 57 is what I have left. Now I know the chicken has 48 grams, so, and the broccoli has 4 grams. So that's still gonna leave me about 5 off, but I'm okay with that. Once again, 5 is, it's not bad. I'm a little bit over my carbs. So just being under 5 with my protein and then under 2 with my fats is not a big deal. So overall, my caloric intake is going to be just about the same, maybe a little bit under. But honestly, what am I going to eat that's just going to give me 5 grams of protein, right, or 2 grams of fat? So I'm not stressing over it. So that's what I'm going to be having. The chicken breast, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of this. Oh, and when you get the olive oil, make sure it's extra virgin and cold pressed. So that's what I have there, and then I'm going to have this entire bag of broccoli. It's not the most delicious meal, but it'll do the job and it'll fill me up for the most part, and I'm going to be going to bed probably in about an hour or 2 anyway. So thanks for watching the videos, guys. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know, but I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow because I have a moderate carb day, so I want to show you what that's all about too. Peace out, guys.